Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me.
Hey y'all, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the new Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. I am a huge Charlotte Tilbury fan, so when I saw this, I was super excited to purchase it. So it comes in 4 different shades. I got the shade number 4, which is the deepest one. I was hoping that there would be a few more shades, however, I digress, but this is what it looks like in true Miss Tilbury form. You get a large pan with a lot of product. Yes, she's pricey. Miss Tilbury is luxury. Her price is her price. So this is the pan size. This is what it looks like. And then in comparison to her powder bronzers here, so let me see, I have the shade number 3, which I dabble in this in the cooler month, just simply because obviously I'm not in the sun and my skin isn't as deep, and this adds just like a little bit of warmth to the skin, very subtle. So this is the shade number 3, and then the shade that I'm currently been playing with recently is the shade number 4. Now, as you can see, looking at these two in comparison, obviously the powder pulls a little bit warmer on, well, just looking at it in the pan. And then I also wanted to compare this to my favorite cream bronzer. This is what I've been using this a lot here recently. This is the Fenty in number 6 chocolate. So when you look at it in the pan, and I hope it's coming off correctly on camera as well, I do feel like the Charlotte Tilbury, just looking at it in the pan, does pull a little bit warmer than the Fenty. Now the thing with the Fenty is marketed as a cream bronzer, but on me, it's gonna give me more of that bronzer look. It's not very warm on my skin, so just wanted to throw those things out there. Now, because we are playing with Miss Tilbury today, I thought it was only right that all face complexion products will be from Charlotte Tilbury. So with that being said, I know I'm late to the party. I had no intentions on trying this. However, I figured, you know what? Let me just try it. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I got the shade 13 Warm. This has been out for a minute. Like I said, I'm late to the party. And then another one of my favorite Charlotte Tilbury products is the Airbrush Flawless Powder, setting powder. As you can see, I am all out. So this is in the shade number 3. So I did re-up. I needed a new one, but I wanted to get the darker shade. So I got shade 4. So we're going to be using this today as well. Okay, going in with the beautiful skin, I did do 3 pumps, and it is a medium to full coverage foundation. Like I said, this has been out for a minute now in the beauty world. Y'all know how the beauty world goes. Something drops today, tomorrow it's old. I'm sure everyone's seen reviews on it by now, so I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. However, I did wear this yesterday, and I do have some thoughts on it. Very easy to blend out. I love when products are easy to blend out, just simply because that lets me know that, you know, when they're producing the product, they actually thought about consumers. Whenever I review things, I have the mindset of, let me turn my makeup artist brain off and think about how this is going to work on, you know, consumers, people who are just everyday women. They're not makeup artists. And then right off the bat, I have one thing I had noticed was I do love how it looks on the skin. I was a little hesitant just simply because I know this is more so of a hydrating formula, but just like last year when I tried the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation, hydrating doesn't mean dewy. It just means that it's just going to keep your skin hydrated. Now, I am an oily skin gal, and it is hot. I live in the South, so of course, you know, those were a few concerns, but I will pop in today during my day so y'all can see how everything is looking. I love that this is a medium coverage. Recently, I have not been doing any, you know, liquid foundations unless I am filming, but just in my everyday life, when it gets hot, that tends to be my trend personally, just because my oily skin, it be too much going on, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, and this is what my skin is looking like. If you have dry skin, you probably don't need to set it. Me, oily skin, I'm setting it, but first let me throw on some concealer. I'm gonna go in with my matte concealer. This has been my favorite concealer here recently. I've been reaching for this a ton. And my shade in the MAC concealer is NC50. I am not going for a super bright highlighted look. I just want everything to just look nice, cohesive, natural. Okay, now I am going to set my entire face and under eye area with the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in the shade Deep. Curious to try this under my eyes because I was wondering if it was going to be too dark. So yeah, it definitely is a little bit dark for that under eye area, but I wanted to test it out and see, so I'm just going to go over with some of my lighter one. What I will probably do is buy a mini shade by the mini size of the three, because I would only want to use it under my eyes anyway. I just love how smooth it makes the under eye area look. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay, now I'm just going to set the rest of my face. And I was wondering if this is going to be too dark for the rest of my face. Ooh. I think for right now, it's fine, but once it gets cool again, I don't know. It might alter the foundation shade a little too much, but as of right now, it's fine. I don't know. Jury's still out on this particular shade. I think I might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go back to number 3, just simply because with powders on my oily skin, I always go a shade darker, just simply because once my oil pushes through, it's just gonna, you know, make it a little bit darker. That's not oxidation. That's not, you know, oh, it's a bad shade. Think about it this way. You have a t-shirt, right? And when it's dry, it looks one way. And then once you wet it, it looks darker. Same theory. My skin's just wet. Okay, so we are all set. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the lighter shade. Again, doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all, but I just know my skin. That's all. Y'all, I just realized I should have put the cream bronzer on before I set my face. But you know what? It's okay. We gonna keep it moving. Oh, Amber. So typically I would do my concealer, set up under my eyes, back up. Typically I would do my foundation, do my concealer, set my concealer, then put cream bronzer on, then set the rest of my face. I just got ahead of myself, but it's fine because we still gonna push on and make it do what it do. So I'm just gonna take this is a Real Techniques, what is this, pointed foundation brush. This is what I use for my Fenty cream bronzer as well. And with this product, a little bit is going to go a long, long way. You are not going to need much of this. So I just like to use this brush to basically place it where I want. And then I will just blend it out. Now, the way that I like to blend it out is with the same brush that I used for my foundation, and this is a trick I know my clients do. I will use that same brush to blend it out just simply because there is a little product left over it, and it will make the blending easier. That blended out. Wow. So this product blends out so easy, which I love because I know at one point I was someone who was afraid of just cream products, especially like bronzers and cream contours when I first got into makeup, because it is a little bit of a learning curve, but it also helps when the product is easy to work with. And this is very easy to work with. I know on first application, it looked like it was going to be way too dark for me, but that blend, and that's one of my favorite things about Charlotte Tilbury's products. Her eyeshadows, her powder bronzer, everything is just very, very easy to blend out. You don't have to make it work for you. You know what I mean? It just works. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And this is it going over the powder. Again, I didn't think it was going to give me too many issues just simply because it's within the same line, you know what I mean? So typically I have found whenever you're utilizing products from the same brand, they just typically tend to work the best together. Now, I don't know how well this would have went if I would have set my face with my Laura Mercier powder first, then went over. That might have been a little bit, you know, more of a challenge, especially being that that one is a loose one and I was working with a pressed powder. Okay, now is the time when I would go in and actually set my whole face with powder. And yes, I set my cream bronzer, contour, whatever I'm utilizing. I always set it with my translucent powder, whatever setting powder I'm using. That's another one of my little hacks that I like to do. And then if I want to, you know, deepen it up a little bit more or intensify it, then I will just go over with a powder bronzer. However, today we're not going to do that because we are just focusing on the cream bronzer. And then last but not least, we're going to go in with some blush. This is the Pillow Talk Intense Blush. Charlotte Tilbury's blushes. So that was my first introduction with Charlotte Tilbury, were her blushes. I was absolutely obsessed with Sex on Fire. I still love that blush. I have that one in here as well. That's one of my staples. All right, so let me go ahead and finish up, do my eyes, and then we'll be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. Face is done. Everything that I use will be down below in the description box as per usual. Let's get into my thoughts on our cream bronzer here. So my favorite thing about this bronzer, it is so easy to blend. When you first put it on, you might have a slight stroke because it looks dark. However, once you blend it down, it just gives you the most beautiful sun-kissed look. I honestly feel like I could have gone in with a little bit more because y'all know me, I love a bronzy look. However, this is stunning and it is beautiful. As far as the foundation goes, I think it's pretty. However, I just personally do not feel that. This is a foundation for me and my skin type. I'll go ahead and throw some footage up for my check-ins throughout the day. All right, AmFam, it is going on 1 o'clock. I am heading into the salon. This is what we're looking like. Skin looks pretty. It does. However, my pores, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. My pores look so big, which I hate because like the overall looks so beautiful, but when my pores be popping like this and I haven't had it on for 2-3 hours yet. Focus. Okay, it is 7:12, finished up working. This is what my face is looking like. I did have to blot. Here's the thing, I always have to blot. It's just a matter of how soon do I have to blot. This foundation is beautiful on the skin. However, on my oily skin, I am going to try it again. I'm going to try it again, setting it with translucent powder, my Laura Mercier, because the times when I have wore it today and then tried it out before, I only used my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. So the Laura Mercier powder, powder packs a little bit more of a punch, so I'll let you know if I like it better set that way. I have oily skin, okay? I have acne prone skin, I have pores, and it goes on beautiful. It blends out well. And it wasn't necessarily the fact of it being a little bit hydrating. Like, I don't mind how it looks on my skin because I do feel like it looks very healthy on the skin. However, I just feel that it kind of intensified a little bit of my imperfections. And I have found with me, that happens a lot. If something is too matte, then it'll intensify my imperfections. Or if something maybe is just a little bit too, I don't want to say glowy because it doesn't pull too glowy on me, but it's just, we'll just say glowy for lack of a better word. If something is a little too glowy on me, sometimes I feel like it just makes my pores look large, and that's how I feel. Too matte will make all of my acne just look like a crackle bar, but too glowy just makes my pores look larger than life. So again, I don't think this is a bad product whatsoever. I think if you have dry skin, if you have mature skin, this is the one right here. This is the one for you. If you have dry skin, you're gonna love it. Even if you have oily skin, I really do feel that you can use it, but you just better make sure, girl, your skin is perfection. My skin, I'm not blessed. It's not perfect. My skin has come a long way. I know sometimes you guys in the comments like, what are you talking about? We don't see what you see. I'm comparing my skin to what I know it used to look like. And yes, it looks good. My rule of thumb is if I can count my bumps, I'm doing good, because there was a time when I was a crater face and it was just a hot mess. But here we are, but God. So those are my thoughts on the foundation. All right, editing Amber here. I am in a coffee shop. Just wanted to update you guys because I did try the foundation again with the Mercier setting powder. Way better, the translucent honey. So loose powder is always going to be superior for oily skin. It is going to absorb way more oil, and it is definitely doing so. Of course, I still feel that it's not the hydrating issue, it's just the fact that these types of formulas just tend to intensify my pores. So that's, you know, just one of the things. However, just the overall complexion, how it looks, sorry, there's yellow lighting in here, it looks fantastic. Then of course using the Mercier translucent honey powder is going to just help with absorbing any of that oil. But all in all, I still think it's a beautiful foundation. I think it's one that all people can use. If you are mature or if you're dry, you're going to absolutely love it. If you're oily, you can definitely use it. Just keep in mind that if you do have larger pores, it might intensify it just a little bit more. As far as the cream bronzer, I'm gonna have to hold off on saying if I can recommend this to you because NARS came out with cream bronzers, okay? With their Laguna cream bronzers. And I ordered both of the darkest shades. So I got number 4 and 5. Once I get those in, which they should be here within the next, I don't know, 2 days or so, I'm going to do that review. And then we'll come back around full circle and we will do a comparison. So, hello, editing Amber here. First of all, happy Memorial Day. I hope everyone is relaxing. I went to Sephora to make a return, and they had the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in stock. I ordered mine from the website, Charlotte Tilbury, and I went and I swatched shade number 3. Pleasantly surprised really quickly because this video is already long enough, but I just want to provide y'all with all the deets, okay? All the tea, girlfriends. So this is what she looks like, okay? And real quickly, we will do a little test to see number 3. But real quickly, I did just want to show y'all. Then I'm gonna take my brush. So this is what number 3 looks like. If you weren't sure what shade, I assume that since there are only 4 shades, that 4 would be my shade. However, if we're talking true bronzer, number 4 would be a contour on me, but shade 3 is going to provide warmth, which is what we want a bronzer to do. So just wanted to show you guys that because I know a lot of you use me for shade reference. Don't worry, I'll have more videos utilizing with the full face. Just wanted to bring that to you. And so I like this bronzer. I think it's beautiful. I love how easy it is to use on the skin, but I just gotta hold off because y'all don't need 2 cream bronzers. That is my job. That is what I am here for. I am here to try products, review them, let you know what's good in these makeup streets, let you know if you need to pass, or if you wanna buy, buy. But as of right now, I do like it. I do think it is lovely. Down below, I wanna hear your thoughts. Have you tried it? Are you going to try it? Are you passing on it? Are you over bronzer? Because I got a lot of bronzer content coming your way, and if y'all are anything like me, which I feel like 98% of you are, we all love a good bronzer. We don't need any more, but we're just curious. We're always like trying to find the next best thing. So if you are down for more bronzer content, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it simple, and I'll see you in the next video.